Okay, Eurodollar. Right now, the Eurodollar is actually been going sideways for quite some time now, despite a very negative, especially recently, very negative news flow out of Europe. We've got Holland being the second nation now after Spain to sort of say, look, we're not going to be able to introduce enough austerity to get our budget deficit in line with the requirements of the new fiscal compact, which renders that whole fiscal compact effort from earlier this year a bit, makes a bit of a question mark whether there's enough discipline out there. The sort of the German route towards discipline is not being followed, and that has everyone concerned that the bond spreads across Europe are going to spin out of control. Interestingly though, Eurodollar not really reacting to that because there's so much focus on the US FOMC, the US Fed and the FOMC meeting coming up, and whether the Fed is going to remain on that easing path basically forever. I think the market's expectations there are a bit too dovish. So I think near-term Eurodollar is very tricky. You have a very negative Euro flow, news flow, but is the ECB willing and able to come out with dramatic new easing, which is sort of what you need to see. You need to see more money printing going on in the Eurozone, as well as the negative economic data and other things that are already there, April PMIs, etc., to get the Eurodollar moving lower. As well, I think we might see a Fed that is a little bit less dovish than the market is expecting. We need more data out for the Fed before the Fed actually goes into easing mode, and as well, history has shown us that for the Fed to go into easing mode, you need to have basically markets crashing again before they want to move. So my expectation is the market's got it a bit wrong here. Near-term Eurodollar could go a bit higher towards its 200-day moving average, maybe 135. That's possible. I still, though, think for the couple to 3 to 6 month perspective, I would say the Eurodollar does head below 130 and towards 125 and even lower eventually. Huge questions across the Eurozone. The ECB, yes, it could start printing money tomorrow, but is the political situation such that it can do so? And as well, within the ECB, you have this Bundesbank faction headed by this fellow Weidmann, who is quite reluctant to continue down the path of further easing. So a lot of question marks out there, a very tense time, I think, for the Eurozone. Near term, a lot of uncertainty, though, with the actual behavior in the currency market, a bit counterintuitive at times, but eventually Eurodollar heading lower.